Have you ever wondered why?
When?
How much?
What if?
Well, you're in luck, because you're listening to the Hypotheticast.
3 best buds.
On a mission.
To ask all the questions?
And get all the answers.
I was born with both guns blazing, and I do think I'm amazing. You got the dignity to feel a little about yourself. I don't care what your preacher says. I got my own vicious ways. Only got one commandment and it goes, I'm killing it. I'm killing it.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Good to see you both.
Good to see you both, too. My name is Emily.
My name is David.
Mine is Mike.
They both just got really flustered because I said that I'm Emily, and they just get so excited to see me every time. It's like I'm famous to them.
I actually got up from the desk and I ran around the room just pumping
I think
my
Mike
fist,
might
like
have-
meeting a celebrity. I don't know how
Mike
to
might have
act.
muted his mic so that he could shriek a little bit about it and then came back. So.
Yeah. He did the classic arm
I'm
flap
a big
shriek.
Emily fan. I have all your merch.
Oh, so much merch. Should I just have merch?
Emily pencil
Should I
case.
just, start a merch store just like for me themed?
Is it weird that I feel like your merch would be Lisa Frank-esque? Is that off base or no? Okay.
No disrespect. I like
Clearly not a big Emily
I
fan.
like Lisa Frank. I just like that is a really aggressive aesthetic, and I feel like it would be inspired by my lifestyle. There would be a lot of like nap wear,
So it's like a slanket.
snack accessories.
I'm sorry. What is a snack accessory?
Describe one snack accessory.
Yes, I will right now. I just invented it in my head after I coined that phrase. It is
Love
a
it.
purse that is a decent size, like a crossbody, like just a nice medium sized purse, but it has
Love that.
pockets
Everyone needs one of
in the
those.
side specifically for specific types of snacks. There's a gum pocket.
it's like built
There's a
for 'em.
candy
Oh
bar
my
pocket.
God.
There's a chip bag pocket.
Ooh, that's a dangerous game. Is that like lead lined so that it doesn't get crushed?
Yeah. It's like a tin can
Lead keeps.
Yeah, it's
inside.
A
Yeah. Yeah. So
Honestly, that's clutch. That's huge.
yeah.
And yes, clutch is a fun joke
So
because of
how is
purse.
it? How is it? Is it your face on it?
No,
or?
I would just design them. I would design them to the aesthetic of my life, and my brand is clearly very strong, so I think they would be very popular. It's just the kind
So
of
is
thing where
this
like
merch?
you see someone out with like an Emily snack bag and you're like, is that Emily?
Is that Emily?
This sounds like a fashion line and more than like a line of merch promoting yourself.
Honestly, anything could be
That's
a snack
fine,
bag
though.
if you just put those little pockets
No.
in there. I think this is
It would
good for
it'll
fashion.
definitely say my name on there somewhere.
Yeah. So, okay. Is it time to talk about the monolith?
Yeah, okay, so
I don't need 2 minutes today.
It's time for the monolith. It's Monolith Monday Monologues. It's Wednesday, and we're back with an episode of Monday Monolith Monologues with Michael. How is the monolith?
Well, there's not a lot of updates since last time, since we record all these at once. Spoiler alert. So I'm just going to guess what I think the monolith is up to.
Yeah.
I think it showed up in the North Pole, like at the North Pole, to like kind of freak people out and be like, is this a Christmas thing or what? And like, and then like people were going to go check it out, but then it disappeared again. And I think we're waiting for it to resurface.
Yeah, where do you think? Do you have any prediction?
Do I know where it's going to come back? I don't know.
I
This
didn't
monolith.
ask, do you know?
What do you think the monolith is thinking about right now?
Oh my God.
I think it's thinking about how it cannot believe that Netflix canceled the OA after season 2.
Sure.
The audacity.
Maybe this is the OA season 3. That
Honestly,
monolith
the
is
OA
just-
fans on Reddit probably have already floated that theory multiple times.
Good.
Oh, thank you
that's
so
my
much for
monolith
tuning
2
in.
minute.
Wow.
Mouth monologue.
And here's the outro song. It's the beginning one, but in reverse. Monday. All right. Thank you again.
Yeah, Monday actually is the same if you say it forward or backward.
Yeah, it's the most satanic day.
Uh-huh.
So it turns out that this is the Hypotheticast and that we're going to do an episode of it. What's the thing that we're going to do today? Mike, do you want to tell?
It is called Would Santa Rather.
But that's not the word that's usually in the middle of it.
You probably heard about Would You Rathers.
I did.
You've heard, even if you've listened to this podcast, heard about Would I Rathers.
Uh-huh.
But because Santa's coming soon to all you good little boys and Hypotheticast fans.
Wait, those are the two genders.
Boys and fans. I was trying. I want to be
Boys and
inclusive.
Hypotheticast.
So
You did a great
boys,
job of being
girls, fans, or any gender, all genders. Fan is not a gender that I know of, but that's fine.
Hypotheticast fan is a gender, though. It's on the gender spectrum.
Gotta be.
Santa's coming to visit us all. Unless you don't believe him or don't want him to come, then he probably won't.
Yeah, paint the blood of your firstborn over your doorpost if you don't want Santa to come.
Mm-hmm. That's how it's
guys,
done.
we don't have to talk about this really, but I just want to say that we are having a conflict about whether or not we're going to let Edith believe in Santa. And it's really hard. Okay, the end.
I think that's up to her, Emily.
I think you've got a few years before
I know.
you really
That's
have
a
to
really
make
good
the
point.
call.
That's a really good point. I'm just getting all stressed
But
out
this
about
is
it.
the time you got to plant those seeds, though. That's the thing. If you want her to believe, now you got to do the groundwork right now. If you don't, then no worries.
Yeah,
You're
I'll
good.
come peek in your window dressed as Santa if you want
gosh,
her to leave.
thanks.
So here, let me guess. Is one of you want her to believe and one of you doesn't?
We both very much see the logic of it's sort of a millennial modern concept to stop and be like, is it weird that we're lying to our kids about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Especially
weird.
because like some kids, I don't quite understand this, but some kids have a very deep trauma response to finding out the truth. And I don't quite
yeah, I've
understand
heard.
that. I feel like there's probably a little more going on there, but whatever, no judgment. I just wonder if it's really that harmful. Like maybe it's not that big of a deal and we're just thinking about it too much and we can just go with it. And then like right when she starts to question it, we can tell her the truth. I don't know.
Here's my question. What is the benefit of Santa?
It's fun and magic.
Is it? I never remember it being fun.
Here's what's fun, David. Getting presents.
Yeah, but you could get them either way.
Well,
if
here's what I
Santa's
think,
there.
though. Here's what I think.
What?
I think it's good to teach your child to evaluate claims and evidence. And
So you can use it as an exercise?
So like, here's what you do. You do the Santa stuff, traditional way.
Yeah, I love
leave the milk and cookies if you want. She will at first be a little kid who just loves getting presents. And then she'll get a little bit older, maybe 4 or 5, and start being like, wait, what's actually going on here? And then if she asks you, Mom and Dad, is Santa real? You can say, you don't have to say yes or no. You can say, you look at the evidence and decide for yourself.
Do your own research.
You do
Edith.
the research. Here's some peer-reviewed articles you can check out about Santa. And see, let her find out.
Yeah.
Like, don't tell her either way. Just let her figure that what she wants to believe out.
Mike and I could also take the burden off of you, and we could both dress up as Santa, and then one night near Christmas, we could both invade your home and run into each other in front of Edith, and then be like, oh, what? You? No. And she'd be like, oh, I see. It's all been a
What would that-
lie.
what
Yeah,
would
that would
there's two-
that would
what would
be
that have
really
on her?
clear. I think like there's no
I think it would be
question
really
about
clear.
what the fuck that's
She would be
about.
like, cool, I'm good. Doubt's gone, baby.
Great, thank you. So generous.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, now that we've had the parenting
Sorry.
5 minutes of our podcast,
Okay.
No,
we
that's
got to
a
get
good-
Tanner
that's
in
a-
here. Let's hash it out, though.
Now we have to get into Santa's head. Really, we do have to
Yeah,
accept
yeah.
the truth, get into his head,
That's the key.
and answer some questions for Santa.
Yeah, maybe this is going to be useful for you and Tanner,
That's
actually,
true.
in terms of like, if you can get to know really what Santa would rather, I think it would help you decide whether or not he'd be a good influence on you.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
I think that's the thesis of this podcast.
Yeah, I feel like the game is pretty self-explanatory. We're just going to say what we think Santa would rather choose.
Well, I'm going to call him, but you can say what you can speculate
No, that's
if you
cheating.
want. His number is 911, right?
So questions are all going to be from a game called Zobmondo Light. Zabmondo is would you rather questions, and these are the light version, which means there's no cusses, I guess.
They're just chill. They're like just float in a pool. Ask some would you rathers. Can you read them in a voice like this?
I'm going to read them in my voice.
All right, your choice.
The questions I like, it's laid out like a Trivial Pursuit card, and there's different categories of would you rather question.
Big fan of that.
And I really enjoy that. So I'm just going to read through a whole card.
Love it.
And we'll see what we think what Santa would do.
Yeah.
First question is in the pain/fear/discomfort category.
Why doesn't Trivial Pursuit have a pain category?
Would Santa rather wake up strapped in a car seat to the spindle of a skyscraper or wake up confined in a small dark box, location unknown?
Skyscraper. Santa loves the North Pole, and as we all know, it's a literal pole that he straps himself to the top of every single damn year. He wants to be strapped to a skyscraper.
I think skyscraper too because he's comfortable with heights because of the sleigh.
Oh, so true.
See, I was thinking the small dark box might be like chimney practice.
Chimney practice. Chimney practice sounds like a Jodi Picoult novel.
Chimney practice. It's chimney law. I practice chimney law.
No, I thought of like a kid being like, Mom, I got chimney practice tonight after school. Remember, I won't be home till 7.
My greasy face has to go do chimney practice.
So I feel like he's got to be, you're right. He has to be on high places, but he also has to be in small, dark, enclosed places when he's going on all those chimneys.
What a life.
He does it all. So I think we just learned something really important about Santa, which is that he would rather both.
Yeah.
He just says yes to both of those things. Chimney
yes
practice and up high practice.
Well, let's move to the next category.
Please.
This next category is called appearance/embarrassment.
Oh, he loves being embarrassed.
These categories sound like categories of fetishes.
Yes.
No,
seriously,
honestly,
so far,
and
yes.
it really, I think they continue in that vein.
Oh, thank goodness.
Would Santa rather be in great shape, but
No, Santa doesn't body shame.
let me read it and we'll decide if it's bad or not. Would Santa rather be in great shape but not even close to his preferred height, or be his preferred height but be totally out of shape? I guess this is just being a different height than you want.
I think
This is
like a preferred
question.
height
Yeah.
is a weird concept, first of all. But I think the obvious answer is he would rather be his preferred height because it probably has to do with like chimneys and like tending to reindeer and stuff. And he does not care what his body looks like because he's just enjoying life.
I feel like Santa is underrated as a body positivity icon.
Yes, you're actually
Like he's
so
got
right.
he's got his belly of jelly, and he's like, yep. I mean, granted, like as a man, it's probably easier for him.
Yeah.
I think a good sub message of Santa is like, be comfortable looking how you are. Just be how you are.
Is that something that he represents?
I think that was what Tim Allen learned in Santa Claus. One of them.
I feel
one
like
of
that
the
movie
Santa
had an
Clauses.
extreme amount of fat shaming.
It really did. Yeah.
Did it?
But okay.
I don't remember. Yeah, I guess Tim Allen probably doesn't bode well for that.
God, Tim
aspect.
Allen has always shamed all of the things that no one should.
So yeah, we'll just move on from that one. The next category is food/ingestion. So
Okay. Again, yes, that's a fetish.
yep. Okay. Would Santa rather bite into and swallow a blistering hot slice of pizza, or chew and swallow a small jalapeno pepper filled with crushed red pepper?
Ooh.
Which one would Santa rather?
Oh, what kind of food does Santa like? Okay, here's actually the question. Let's just start from this base.
Yeah.
What kind of food does Santa eat? Because I've always assumed it was kind of like, because our Santa, the one that I have seen as a white person, has been very Norwegian and like very wintry. Of course, he's wintry themed. And so I just imagine like potluck that's real salty and kind of bland. But that might be because I'm from Minnesota.
I think Santa subsists solely on sweet things, like
Yeah,
traditionally.
that's the idea.
Just candy and cookies.
Hate it.
So these are both savory, salty things. So spicy.
Yeah.
So what do you think? How
So
would
wait,
Santa
what was the
do?
first one?
Blistering hot slice of pizza, or a small jalapeno pepper filled with crushed red pepper.
I think pizza because you can have dessert pizza.
But it's not.
What did you say? But it's not?
hot slice of pizza.
So it could be
Yeah,
hot
it could
slice
be
of dessert.
any
Isn't dessert pizza usually cold?
No, it's like a hot cinnamon roll
No,
sometimes.
have you ever had the s'mores pizza
Yeah.
from Papa Murphy's? Ooh,
Tasty.
boy.
Damn, that sounds good.
Ooh, boy,
No, I was
it
thinking
is, though.
treats of pizza, which I would really like to eat right now.
Also a thing. And Santa would fucking destroy a treats of pizza. We know that.
A
That's not
blistering
the
hot
question.
slice of treats of pizza. Boiling hot ice cream.
Oh man, I want that right
see,
now.
I
Bubble
was
it up and
thinking-
put it in my mouth.
I think Santa might have a high hotness tolerance with all the hot cocoa he drinks. So maybe he would be okay with the hot slice of pizza.
Yeah.
The temperature, definitely. He's got temperature regulation down with his magical body. But like the spice thing, I don't think he eats spicy stuff.
Probably
at all,
not.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the crushed red pepper would probably get in his beard.
Yeah, because he'd bite into it thinking, what a nice little small jalapeno pepper. And then he'd bite it and it would all dangle out like the glitter from a card and all of a sudden it'd be all over his beard.
problems.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
All right, give us another fetish.
Okay, this one is in the category of ethics/intellect.
Okay, not as fetishized.
You can have an intellect fetish, I think.
I want an ethics fetish.
Honestly,
I mean,
I'm sure it's
like,
out there.
Taboo.
Ooh, strap me down next to 5 other people on a different trolley track. Who are you going to kill?
Taboos are a fetish for some people.
It's true. That's true.
Okay, would Santa rather be held in high esteem by one and only one person that he truly respects,
Mrs. Claus.
or would he be held in high esteem by 10,000 people that he does not respect?
That's the one. That is what he has, and he loves
Exactly.
it. He loves
Yep,
it.
he is so into it. He loves the hate. Bring it on. That's why he publishes the
Wait.
naughty list and not the
No,
nice list.
he's loved by the 10,000 people.
Yeah, he's held in high esteem by the 10,000 people, but he doesn't
But he doesn't
respect
respect
them.
them.
Right.
Exactly.
Yes.
He doesn't respect anybody.
You don't think your Santa respects the people he's given joy to?
No,
I
not
don't
at all.
think
If my gifts are
I
any
think
indication.
he like cares
Jeez.
about them. I think he cares about, he wants children to be like okay, and he likes to bring them toys, but I don't think he has a lot of respect for them.
Or maybe it's his employees. Maybe we're talking about his elf employees and not the children, because it's just 10,000. There are, last I counted, a few more than 10,000 people on Earth.
Well, it doesn't.
It doesn't say only, but let's say because I think it fits better to say that he is beloved and they worship him and they want to do everything they can for Santa the CEO. He doesn't respect his employees. He pays them like $5 an hour.
That's probably true.
It's a bad situation. And this is a reason you shouldn't teach Edie about Santa Claus.
Either way, that is a tally mark in that column. Either way, I feel like it's very unlikely that Santa would be pleased with only one person admiring and respecting him, even
Yeah.
if it was the most important person in his life. He's clearly got some sort of narcissism or something, because everything he does is very like big and it's just like a lot. Santa is a lot. As the kids would say, Santa is a whole mood. He is extra. He is, I don't know what else the kids are saying about big personalities, but
He does too much. That's for
too
sure.
much. Oh, that's a good one.
I would say that Santa is a classic example of a person that refuses to accept that the job would be better and more efficient if more than just him did it. But he
Yes.
refuses to
Yes.
accept help. It could all be fine and everyone could hang, but instead Santa has to no, it all has to be done for me so I can be the one that goes inside everyone's home. He is a narcissist. You're absolutely right. And I don't want my children around him.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think Santa really just only cares about Santa.
Yeah, but he loves that respect.
Oh, yeah. And the cookies.
Well, yeah.
Last
about the
category is random. So would Santa rather have to spend the rest of his life only seeing and interacting with people that are 15 years old, or only seeing and interacting with people that are 60 years old?
This one's easy. 15.
No.
He loves giving kids.
Here,
Oh, wait. Ooh.
here's the thing. 15-year-olds are not kids. They're
Right.
teens.
Sure.
And they hate Santa, I think.
Every 15-year-old hates Santa. So true. Here's the question, though. He doesn't interact or see kids. He doesn't interact with or see kids. Those are mall Santas who are imposters and fake. The real Santa doesn't interact with any kids. So maybe he doesn't care.
Emily, what were you going to say?
I feel like teens and Santa, they just don't have a lot to say is the issue. It's not like they dislike each other strongly, but it's just like they can't vibe, you know? unlike me,
I just
very close to 15-year-olds, understands their humor and their language and what's cool to say all the time. Santa doesn't, and they're not into the whole Santa thing anymore. And so I just think like Santa wants to sit around with a bunch of 60-year-olds and watch MSNBC and get really into political theories that have no actual reality.
Wow. Okay.
So,
I like that.
Plus, Santa, I feel like, is about 60 years
I think so
old,
too. That's what I'm
That seems
saying.
right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, those are his
Santa
peers.
is a boomer and he wants to be with other boomers. And they're going to post dumb shit on Facebook. I'm sorry, boomers, but come on.
No,
that's
Facebook
fair.
has ruined our parents the way they said video games would ruin us.
Thanks, Santa.
I will say, Emily, when you were talking, I do want to see a holiday movie called Teen Santa. That somehow is, I don't even know how this happens, but Santa's a teen and trying to hang out at the mall and skateboard
Mike,
and stuff.
I would love to see that movie.
Teen
Did
Santa.
we miss?
I like the idea that he gets bit by a Santa.
Did we miss
And he turns into
our
it.
window to make that movie a reality because it's no longer 1998?
We did. I think it is definitely a 90s movie.
I feel like that was the time and it didn't happen, and so we don't get that movie
like
ever
95
Yeah.
to 98, and Brendan Fraser is in it. I don't think as Teen Santa,
No.
but like in it as someone
again.
else.
Yeah. As maybe like the teacher, like a cool young
A mall
teacher.
security
Oh, that's
guard.
good. That's good.
Yeah, I could see him chasing a Santa for sure.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Okay.
Give me another.
Okay, pain, fear, discomfort. Would Santa rather wake up to the sound of fire engines and the smell of smoke, or wake up to the sound of breaking glass and footsteps downstairs?
Whoa.
This is
Okay,
intense. So it's
okay.
fire engines and smell of smoke, or breaking glass and footsteps downstairs. Which one would Santa want to wake up to?
Wow. Would he want to
Well, I
wake
guess
up
what he'd
to?
rather wake up to.
Gosh, that's a tough one because I do think that like he's probably pretty protective of his spot. Like I think Hanta
And the Hanta virus, the Santa virus.
Why is that so funny?
I don't know.
Hanta's a funny thing to say.
Hanta.
So you say
Oh,
you
that's
say hello
great.
to Santa that way.
Oh, Hanta. Oh,
So-
wow.
so you're saying
I think Hanta keeps it on lock. He's very worried about home invasions and keeping things under control. He probably owns a lot of guns. So I think he doesn't want that one. Or maybe in like his sick brain, he does. So he can finally justify owning that gun to Mrs. Claus.
Does he
which
have a
is super
Christmas themed
nasty.
gun? Like, does it look like a candy cane?
Yeah, it looks like a candy cane. It shoots mistletoe and then he kisses you.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's actually nice.
You think he wants an intruder?
I think of those two, the intruder is the problem that Santa knows how to solve.
Yeah, and I think he's super afraid of fire because he's afraid of getting stuck in a chimney when there's a fire or something like that. Because of his
Totally
chimney
real.
activity, I think he is extra afraid.
His chimney practice. What about chimney practice?
Yeah.
He's good. He can go up the chimney.
That doesn't solve all of your, like some of the biggest stars get stage fright. Santa, even with all his chimney practice.
I think I answered this one for myself because I was like, with the fire engines and smoke, like a fire engine's
That's
coming.
true. That's the thing about that one.
With the but I think David's point that Santa probably wants to stand his ground.
Yeah,
like maybe
he sure
he
does.
Seems like someone
North
who's a
Pole, there's
member of
no
the
law.
NRA.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
absolutely.
Okay, this is appearance embarrassment. Would Santa rather, for 1 week, have a black eye or have very bloodshot eyes? So for 1 week, he has to either have a black eye or very bloodshot
Neither
eyes.
of these is that bad.
I
like,
I
feel
know.
like Santa has bloodshot eyes a lot. I don't know why.
yeah, especially post Christmas delivery.
Post-Christmas,
Like
yeah.
he's been up for like weeks, just freaked out, and everyone around him's like, "You got to take a break, man." And he's like, "No, I can't. You need to break me off a piece of that cocaine so I can do more of it to
The
get all these
mountains of white.
deliveries made." Yeah, I think he has bloodshot eyes all the dang time, at least around the holidays. He's an overworker, serial overworker.
He's just used to that. I don't know. Can Santa get injured? Can he get a black eye? I feel like Santa
Yeah.
can't be hurt.
I punched him once,
You did?
and he said, "Ouch." I don't know what that means.
He was just humoring you, David.
Yeah, that's true. He did wink after, and his belly wiggled like a bowl full of jelly.
Nice.
So I think he was probably happy. I think he liked it.
Food ingestion. Would Santa rather eat all of his food liquefied and frozen like a popsicle, or have strangers squish his food like wine grapes with their perfectly clean but bare feet before you eat it? Before he eats it, sorry.
One of those is way more elaborate than the other one.
So basically you're eating food like a popsicle or squished food that's squished by strangers.
But like the involvement of other people makes that so much more of an operation than you just having to freeze your own food. Santa he is the king of gift and Christmas. So like he'd probably love servants squishing all his food for him.
I can see that too.
Ugh.
He would somehow treat it like a luxury. Like he'd be like, yes, mush it up so my teeth don't have to work for it.
He saves his teeth for the cookies. That's his principle. His teeth are only for
and
cookies.
Everything else the rest of the year has to be like pureed.
Yep.
I'm just picturing this one sad elf like that has to stand in this big tub, and Santa's like, all right, stomp on my pizza. And then the poor little elf has to smush it up for him before Santa eats it.
And it's blistering hot too. So that poor little elf's feet are really hot.
Okay, this is ethics intellect. Would Santa rather be forever homeless but free to roam the earth, or live the life of luxury in a mansion that he could never leave?
Ooh, this one's tough because either way, Santa's lifestyle is disrupted.
Well, I feel like luxury in a mansion that he could never leave. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to do his one job.
Yeah, and he's obsessed with that one job, as we have established.
I'm going to say I think Santa wants to go free.
Set him free.
Yeah.
# free Santa. Maybe he's being held prisoner and we're assuming all these bad things about him, but in reality, he's a figurehead that's being used by a shadow government.
This is a weird detour, but it makes me think of spoiler alert for the Sandman comics, which came out in the early 90s. But there's a plot line in one of the comics where he's going to go down and confront Lucifer down in hell. And you think it's going to be this big showdown. Instead, Lucifer shows up to greet the Sandman. The Sandman's like the dream guy. Instead of having a fight, like Lucifer's just like, nah, I'm bored of being in hell. I'm just going to go walk the earth. And he leaves. And then it creates a whole plot line of the Sandman trying to figure out what to do with hell now that he doesn't have someone ruling it.
Oh, yeah.
And so I like the imagery of Santa walking the earth trying to find a new purpose.
He could experience homelessness forever, you said?
It says
rough.
He's forever homeless. Yep.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
That is but maybe he could finally here's the key. I think this is like the Santa Claus 4, 5, 6, wherever we're at in that epic hero's journey of a series. I think this one is where Santa realizes that delivering gifts to people from his like rich person fortress with all his guns and anti-home invasion equipment is not what Christmas is really about. And instead it's about actually getting out there and doing some stuff for people. And so I think that he puts his boots on the ground, his Santa boots, that is.
I think we've done it. I think we really figured Santa out.
Emily, how do you feel now? Do you think you have some good ammunition to take back to your fight with Tanner about whether or not Edith should know about Santa?
It's not a fight. It's a very grown-up discussion.
I know.
I feel like I don't trust Santa as much. I feel like the longer you think about Santa, the like ickier it seems.
Yeah.
Like as a concept, it's great. But as a person, it's like, what's going on there?
What? Yeah. There is. Yeah. It's a little problematic. So it probably is, helps push me a little bit further into the, let's not, he can exist, but he can exist as a character, not as a real guy. I don't know. You know what?
Not a real
Check
guy.
back in a year.
Love that.
Emily, do you have anything you want to promote?
Yeah, just a reminder that you should all check out Blight Christmas, BLIGHT. It's a fun podcast, spooky holiday radio show that I am featured on, and it's a lot of fun.
Wow. Mike, do you have something? I feel like you had something.
Oh, thanks for asking, David. I'm going to try my hand at doing a fun trivia night type thing in the style of pub trivia. It'll be like pop culture questions. Promise won't just be weird stuff that only I know about, because I feel like I understand how to write a fun trivia question.
Bilbo Baggins style, what's in my pockets?
Yeah, what am I looking at right now? So yes, look for the link on our Facebook page. If you're a fan, if you're not, join our Facebook page. I'll put a link to an event there, and we'll do it live a week from now, next Wednesday, December 30th. So in the middle, after you've recovered from one holiday and you're kind of floating around wondering what to do with yourself, join us online for trivia and valuable prizes.
And remember, come to my house from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. Knock on my window. I will crawl outside. I will give you one thing from Mike's room.
Okay, well, I'm glad we're all keeping busy. I hope that you are all doing well during this strange December. We like you a lot, and we're glad you listen.
That's so true.
And for our last little segment, No Questions Asked, where we ask one question and then ask no questions after that. Would Santa rather keep his left thumb or give it up for $5 million?
Give it up.
Keep.
Gotta get that money, Santa.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm marching, cause I'm gonna
Theme music by Jaden James and the Hunger. Logo by Christian Hagen. Edited by David Gucci. If you want more of our hypothetical content, join our Facebook group or like our posts on Twitter or Instagram, or give us some stars and a review on iTunes or wherever the heck you get your podcasts. He loves it. He loves money.
I don't think
so
Santa
dang
needs
much.
money. He doesn't.
He does. He needs it for all his guns and all his fortress shit.
his guns.
I feel
He
like
has so many guns, Mike.
he would give it up and get the money, but mostly he'd be doing it so that he could show it to people and be like, I'm hardcore, bitch.
You want to know how I lost this thumb?
Exactly.
No, that was the secret subplot of the Joker movie where he's like, you want to know how I got these scars? And it was like, somebody paid me $5 million to do it.
And I was Santa.
And I was Santa and I did it because like fucking $5 million is a lot of money. And now I have a movie about me. Who are you? Pretty cool. Pretty cool move, Joker.